What's going on, everybody? It's Saturday, January 17th. Check that city out. Check out that Golden Gate Bridge. Today we're gonna be talking about is it too late to buy into silver, right? And my opinion on that. And hey, I'm just a regular blue collar guy, so maybe my opinion does matter, maybe it doesn't. But welcome back to the channel. Hit that like, subscribe button down below. Drop a comment. Anyway, so is it too late to buy into silver? You know, I got a lot of people that I personally know that are asking me this question. Like, they're looking at the charts, they're looking at what's been going on with silver, and they're asking themselves, is it too late? And my question, you know, I honestly believe that a lot of these people are looking at it from the wrong perspective. You know, just because this isn't like a stock where you're just gonna buy into it. Hopefully, you make your money and then you cash out. This isn't what this is about, and I guess most people don't really understand that. But anyways, back to the shit though, right? Is it too late? In my opinion, you know, anything is better than not having exposure. And let me rephrase that. Having exposure even to 1 ounce is better than not doing anything. That's what I meant to say. And why do I believe in this, right? I'm not saying go cash out your retirement account and go all in on silver. That'd be foolish, right? And personally, you know, I know someone that cashed out their 401k as of last year, right? January 2024 or 2025, and you know, they had to pay their fees and their penalties, and they're up. You know, they're sitting right. And on paper they're millionaires, right? But that's not the point. That's not the point of this. The point is, do you want to be holding fiat currency once the shit hits the fan? Do you want to be the one that's holding the bag once the currency collapses? I was looking online, you know, that the average lifespan of a cryptocurrency, the average lifespan of a fiat currency is around 25 years. And we're 25 years overdue. So we've been on a fiat currency status for about 50 years. And that can only go on for so long. And who knows? You never know. The Federal Reserve might come out with some financial magician BS, and they can keep this fucking game going for another 10, 15 years, 20 years. I don't know. Nobody knows. Nobody knows nothing. You know what I mean? But if you got some spare cash, you're thinking silver's overpriced. I think it's at $88, right? An ounce, spot price or whatever. 1 ounce isn't gonna hurt. If it's you know, if you just go and buy yourself 1 ounce, that's all you gotta do. I'm not. Hey, like I said earlier, I'm a blue collar guy. This is unlicensed, unprofessional advice. I just, you know, I pay attention to what this is what I tell my buddies, right? I don't pay attention to what the fuck these motherfuckers are saying. I pay attention to what the fuck they're doing. The banks, and not just the banks, the financial institutions, these countries, and what are they all doing? They're all trying to hoard a whole bunch of silver and a whole bunch of gold. You got the brick system going on. I think they started to they're starting to trade within the brick system. They're starting to use that as currency. Personally, you know, that's a sign. That's a sign that that the world's changing right in front of us and no one seems to know. This is like a niche market where only people who are really into the precious metals market can see the whole big picture. I don't know if that makes sense. Where and here's another one. They got the paper contracts where they got more paper contracts in the COMEX from the shit that I've been seeing online, right? Where there isn't enough silver to cover the contracts. That's a big deal. But that's a story for a separate conversation. Back to the shit though, right? Do you want to be holding the bag once these fiat currencies collapse? Because they will collapse. Or maybe they, I could be wrong. 6 months from now, a few months from now, even it could happen tomorrow where they revalue, the U.S. government revalues the price of gold, and we won't. They'll transition out of fiat currency, but we won't see the actual full crash of the fiat currency. That's a total possibility, which I do believe there's some truth to that might happen, but that's a separate story for a separate video. Back to the shit though. So is it too late? I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't be able to tell you guys. All I know is I don't know nothing. All I know is shit's going up in price. Look, check that out. $4.35 a gallon for some gas. $4.75. Y'all see that at the gas station? Anyways, we're on Lombard Street in the city. So, anyways, $4.39 at the other gas station. That's the reason I'm buying precious metals. It's not fair. I don't think it's fair that our labor gets stolen just like that. Am I gonna sit there and protest and sit there with a pitchfork and then nah, fuck that shit. I'm not that type of dude, right? All I'm gonna do is plan accordingly. That's all you can do. Plan accordingly. You don't want the value of your labor or of your of your time, of your hard work to be evaporated because a whole bunch of morons decided to fucking print money. That's my point. Morons that, and these are smart morons. I call them smart morons, right? Where you don't think that Jerome Powell, Jay Powell, right, the Fed chairman, all these people, the people who run these banks, you don't think they know that we're living under a financial fantasy where the shit's gonna come crashing down and eventually someone's gonna have to foot the bill? Do you guys really believe these morons that keep printing money, they're not aware of that? Of course they're aware of it. They probably just don't give a fuck. And that's my point. These morons are gonna keep doing whatever, and I call them these smart morons. They're gonna keep printing, they're gonna keep doing what they do, and you just gotta pivot accordingly. And that's why I say, pay attention to what they do, not what they say. And it's crazy because what they say is what gets the markets moving, which is insane to me. Not what they do. But anyways, is it too late? Back to the shit though, right? Is it too late to invest into silver? I don't know. Nobody knows. You gonna wake up 2 years from we might wake up 2 years from today, and look at it and say, you know what? That $100 silver, 100 ounce silver seems like a pretty good deal. Or we might wake up 2 years from now and say, damn, I got ripped off fucking buying $100 silver. You know, and that shit might go back to like $25. Nobody knows. Nobody knows what the outcome is. But I'll tell you what we do know. We do know that these motherfuckers are printing money like there is no tomorrow. They're printing money like they got fucking... like they're about to do a confetti party. They're about to get a confetti party going on with that so much money that they're printing. I don't know. That's my take on it. If you guys, you know what? I'm gonna go on California Street. This is a beautiful street out here in San Francisco. That's a nice ride. Anyways, yeah. So I'll show you guys right here real quick. Whoop. Y'all see that other bridge? Let me zoom in real quick. This is the infamous California Street out here in San Francisco. We'll go a little bit off topic real quick. Keep that out. Ain't that dope? I know you motherfuckers is jealous. Y'all wish y'all lived out here in the richest city in the world. Anyways, but back to the shit though, right? Back to the silver. I know it sounds like I'm going on a rant, like, oh, this guy, silver, the Federal Reserve, this. Hey, these guys are literally playing chess, and we're the pawns when it comes to the policies that they impose on us, and we're supposed to sit here and go along with it and just, oh, okay, that's I guess they're just gonna keep printing a whole bunch of money. I guess so. I guess I gotta pay off my credit card. I guess so. You motherfuckers are some weenies. I swear. Get your money up. Damn, look at that. Tell me that's not a beautiful city. Hey, shout out to the new San Francisco mayor. Daniel Lurie. He's been doing a great job in this city, you know, cleaning it up, getting rid of the homeless, getting rid of the drug dealers, getting rid of a lot of the cleaning up the streets for sure. But anyways, go get your money up, go get you some ounces, and remember, this isn't financial advice. I'm an unlicensed, unprofessional, blue-collar worker, just traveling into the city, commuting into the city for some, to go to work. That's all I'm doing. Don't take advice from me. I'm not no fucking banker. I'm not a financial, advisor, even though I did take some classes, but wake your game up and before you fuck your name up. That's all I gotta say. To the next one, I'll catch you guys. Peace.